Hello and welcome all my BTS and Coldplay fans out there. We have a lot of very important news to discuss today. We have a single, a collaboration, and a very important question that I wanted to toss off to you, which I'll have at the very end, so definitely stick around to the end for that. And of course, before we get started, if you have not done so yet and enjoy this kind of content, definitely subscribe to the channel. Not only does it help me out, but it also helps you stay informed with everything going on in the music world. So thank you so much in advance for doing that. So now, without further ado, let's dive into the story about Jin from BTS and his new single. Now, the story starts off this past Saturday, October 15th, at a concert. Now, towards the end of this concert, Jin was heard saying that you can look forward to new music very soon. And in that short monologue, he mentioned that he has a new single, a new album, and has been working with a collaborator that he really adores. And then the story shifts over to Monday, October 17th, where there were tons of rumors that this collaborator he was talking about was Coldplay. So then finally, on Tuesday the 18th, we got the biggest bit of news, which was this announcement video. And it's a pretty cool video. It's about 2.5 minutes long, which for me was a little bit too long. But throughout this video, you basically just see Jin coming out of the spaceship and drifting through space. And during this whole time, you kind of hear these ominous space sounds. You hear a piano, and Jin even meets a dog on the way. And at the very end, you see this like purple light, and then it says the Astronaut. Now, if you look in the description of the video, it shows that the single will be released on October 28th. Now, there's also this promotional map that kind of shows what's going to happen before this release. So some things to look forward to in this next week and a half before this release include an official poster on October 20th, concept photos between October 24th and 26th, and a music video teaser on October 27th. So it looks like with this single, we're not just getting a single, but we're getting a ton of content with it. And if what Jin was saying before about there being an album is true, then we're probably in store for a lot of content to come out soon. But now I'm going to switch gears to what happened this morning. So today, Wednesday, October 19th, there was this image preview that unveiled a lot of the credits to this song. And some of those people mentioned in those credits include Max Martin, who produced Coldplay's last album, all the members of Coldplay, and Chris's son Moses, who has been seen on Coldplay's music before as a small feature. Now, one other thing that was interesting to me was that it was rumored that this song was kind of a gift from Coldplay. Now, I don't know if this is completely true or what exactly that means, and if you have more information on this, definitely comment below. But initially, what I take that as is that Coldplay, may have started the song and given it to Jin. Or, I mean, it's even possible that those rumors kind of snowballed, and what this actually meant was that Coldplay was featuring on it. So it's not very clear how much of an influence Coldplay had in the songwriting of this, but I'm hoping we'll find out after the song is actually released. Now, one of the last things I wanted to mention in this video is Wootteo. Wootteo is an Instagram page that has been posting content related to this release. Now, it's not confirmed, but it seems as if Wootteo has kind of inside information as to what is happening with this release, with this song, and potentially maybe even the next album. Now, the reason why people are thinking this is because, first of all, the page just started when this announcement came. The only follower they have is Jin. The aesthetic of the whole page is very much space themed, similar to what we saw in that initial announcement video. And in the posts that they've made so far, they've kind of copied Jin's poses. Now, it's not confirmed that this account has any inside information, but according to its posts, it said that it received a signal that led him right to Jin. But if it is directly related to Jin and this release, then I'm sure we're going to see more from this account in the next few days. Now, the last thing that I wanted to bring up about all this news is a question to you. Now, obviously, this release for the single and the single itself is very much space themed. Everything from the title being The Astronaut, and even just in that initial announcement video we saw, was very much just space. So my question to you is, do you think that this single is somehow related to the lore behind Music of the Spheres, Coldplay's space-themed album? Because obviously Coldplay is playing a role in this single. I mean, you got the same producer, Max Martin, who produced the entire album. And even just that rumor that this was somehow a gift from Coldplay just kind of makes me wonder if this is related in theme and understanding to Coldplay's Music of the Spheres. And if you think about it a little more, I mean, Coldplay's whole thing with that album was just introducing all these aliens and all these worlds and different languages. And they even had BTS as characters in that whole thing. So to me, it just makes a lot of sense that somehow this is related to Coldplay's universe. And just one more bit of information that kind of links the two is Wootteo, that Instagram account. Because Coldplay, when they released Music of the Spheres, had Alien Radio, which was a Twitter account that basically served as the same thing, inside information that kind of let you know what was going on with the release. Now, of course, those are just my thoughts, but I'm very curious what you think. So be sure to leave a comment below if you think this theory is possible, if you think I'm totally crazy, what you're thinking. Now, the last thing before we go, Coldplay and BTS both have nominations for the AMAs, so make sure you vote for them. I know they opened up some of the nominations, but not all of them yet, so just keep an eye on that. But thank you so much for watching to the very end of this video. Like it if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you want to get more information about Coldplay and BTS, and I'll see you in the next video.
Ba ba da ba da ba da ba ba.